Hey guys, how you doing? So I just found this a few days back, and well, it's fucking nuts. So apparently, a complainant in sexual harassment case will be allowed 3 months paid leave, and she or the charged government employee can be transferred to other department during the inquiry. And this was according to a fresh set of strict instructions by the center in such cases. Now, this just means that a woman who has filed a complaint can get up to 3 months leave, paid leave. Since she has made a complaint, she's already become a victim, hasn't she? Now, how someone saw this and said, yeah, it's fine, let's pass this, that's completely fucking beyond me. And it says, complaints committees have been set up in all ministries and organizations under them in pursuance to the judgment of the Supreme Court in the Vishaka case. These committees are to be headed by a woman, and at least half of its members should be women. Ah, jackpot! To be headed by women, and at least half of its members should be women. We know where this is going, don't we? Now, the committee has also the power to make recommendations, including deduction from salary or wages of the charged officer, to pay the woman. So, and considering that this is going to be more of a kangaroo court than anything else, I feel sad for the men working with women who are actually getting fucked over by this. The justice system itself has become one when it deals with crimes against women, to be honest. So, yeah, it's not like this is going to be any better. Now, the committee has also taken up a stance where they said that they can punish a complainant in the event that the complaint is false. Now, to be honest, I wonder how effective it'll be, though, because there are provisions for perjury in the Indian Penal Code as well, but we all know how well that has worked out. Even with the majority of the cases being false in 498A, in rape cases, sexual assault charges, these women just go unpunished. At least the majority of them, the minority they get punished is probably just 1% or 2% to the max. And here's the funny part, what sexual harassment includes. It includes physical contact and advances, demand or request for sexual favors, sexually colored remarks, showing any pornography, and any other unwelcome physical, verbal, non-verbal conduct of a sexual nature. Now, unwelcome gesture. Now, I don't know, if I lick my lips in front of somebody and she sees it even though it wasn't, for her, that could be considered a sexual harassment. I don't know how the fuck she's going to prove it, but hey, what the hell, right? And besides this, implied or explicit promise of preferential or detrimental treatment in employment, implied or explicit threat about her present or future employment status, interference with her work, creating an intimidating, offensive or hostile work environment for her, and humiliating treatment likely to affect her health or safety may also amount to sexual harassment. So, basically anything a man says can be construed as sexual harassment. And telling her to increase her productivity or else she's fired is sexual harassment. All this does is give women the freedom to do whatever they desire at work and not be held responsible. Anything other than telling her good work, even when she did shit, is basically all a man can say to a woman. Now, this reminds me of another article I read some time back about women not advancing in work because, male colleagues refuse to help them or interact with them at times. Men do the bloody work and women take the credit for it. Now, I'm not saying no woman can do good work. There are good examples of women who have run businesses and hit big. There are women running companies and doing well. But on the whole, I believe men are better in all fields of work. Alright, let's just move on to the next one. Now, the next one is about a woman seeking maintenance from her ex-boyfriend who she allegedly married. Gujarat High Court has asked the family court to hear afresh a petition for maintenance after the lower court turned down a woman's on the ground that mere exchange of garlands with a man was not sufficient proof of marriage. Now, the High Court said that just living together with a man entitles a woman to alimony in case of separation. Now, here's a short version of the story. Now, she married a guy first, divorced him, pushed for alimony, and then married another guy before her divorce was completed. The second relationship then broke off, and she has pushed the court for alimony from the second guy as well. The family court's first ground for rejection was that a marriage with the second guy by the exchange of flower garlands cannot be considered proof of cohabitation. Secondly, she had not furnished a divorce decree indicating that she had separated from her first husband. Now, after rejection by the family court, the woman approached the higher court where her second husband, from whom she was seeking alimony, appeared. He argued that since the woman's divorce from her first husband was not final, he cannot be considered her legal husband, and hence there was no question of alimony. Moreover, she had already sought alimony from her first husband. And after hearing the case, the High Court rejected the family court's view about entitlement of a woman for maintenance and observed that there was no need for formal marriage. There was no need for a fucking formal marriage. Are you kidding me? It cited various Supreme Court orders and said a broad and expansive interpretation should be given to the term wife to include even those cases where a man and woman have been living together as husband and wife for a reasonably long period of time. And strict proof of marriage should not be a precondition for maintenance under Section 125 so as to fulfill the true spirit and essence of the beneficial provision of maintenance under Section 125. Now, first of all, fucking crappy order. Second of all, can anyone tell me this woman is not a fucking gold digger? Before the divorce of her first marriage was finalized, she married another man in a temple, because she was a fucking strong, independent woman, I'm guessing. She'd asked her first husband for maintenance, and since she has broken up with the second one, she's asked him as well. And the High Court has taken the worst possible fucking option to let women know that they do not need to be married to be entitled to maintenance. Female entitlement, everyone. The one thing that is universal. The ones who do not go for maintenance are the exception. I have seen it firsthand, and that's why I say there are exceptions. There are few and far between, but they do exist. The possibility of you finding them, though, is worse than winning the lottery. I mean, hitting it big in Vegas is more likely than finding a fucking woman who does not feel entitled to shit. That's just how it is. I mean, it's sad, it's true, but that's just fucking how it is. And in another scenario, we have a mother who sold her son for 2,500 rupees. Now that comes up to a whopping $50. $50. And she does not even regret selling her child. She said, it was difficult to take care of the child. I sold him for 2,500. I have done nothing wrong. So much for a fucking mother's love. Now, I read a lot of comments on Facebook and the article itself, and most of them are blaming the government for what has happened. Now, some even go as far as to justify the act, stating that she sold him for him to lead a better life. I'm sorry, but no. She did not sell him so he can lead a better life, but so she has one less mouth to feed. If she just wanted him to lead a better life, why take the fucking money? She could have just given him away. That would be a gesture showing true care for the child. Now, while I do sympathize to a certain extent, considering she has 6 children to feed and her husband is dead, so there's no man to bring home the bacon. Oh wait, man is missing. That's where the problem arises, isn't it? I thought women do not need men. Yeah, fucking sure, dude. Wonder what happened here. Fathers work their ass off to feed their kids and the wife, and once that slave is gone, she's forced to sell the baby in order to buy 2 goats. Well, hello, patriarchy. A fine job you did there by, taking away this woman's slave laborer after you promised her one for life through fucking marriage. I mean, feminists would have gone batshit fucking crazy if a girl was sold. I mean, forget that, forget the case where a father sold a girl. I'm talking about if anybody fucking sold a girl. We'd have a history class on female infanticide and female feticide and a lot of fucking bullshit numbers. I mean, what the fuck? Where the fuck are the feminists now? Where the fuck are the women who fucking despise this sort of shit? Oh wait, they're there justifying this woman's actions because she's a victim of the patriarchy. Well, fuck you. Anyway, that's about it for today, guys. Till next time. Cheers.